Hello students, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. Today let us discuss growth of charge in RC circuit. So this topic is important for competitive exams. Okay, this will understand better after seeing current electricity videos. There is a RC circuit which contains a resistor of resistance R and a capacitor of capacitance C. Now, before a time t is equal to 0, switch is open and circuit is open, charge deposited on capacitor is 0. Once I switch on the switch key, and if you make when we connect it to a battery, what happens? This battery provides energy to remove one electron from positive plate and join to the negative plate. Electrons from this plate are transferred to this plate. So this will get positive charge, this will get negative charge. So charge grows. Now let us see how that charge grows within this circuit. See, if you apply Kirchhoff's loop law here, you apply Kirchhoff's loop law, what you will get? Potential difference what you are providing is V. Potential difference developed across the capacitor will be Q by C, because Q is equal to CV, V is equal to Q by C. Now if you apply loop law here, what happens is, let us take the loop ABCD. ABCD is the loop. So A to B minus I into R minus Q by C plus V is equal to 0. So from this I have written I into R. I into R is equal to V minus Q by C. Now this current, what I can write? Current is rate of flow of charge. So once you pass current into this circuit, capacitor takes the charge. How it takes the charge, whether it takes linearly or exponentially, how it changes, we can study here. So I into R is equal to V minus Q by C, and current you can write it as rate of flow of charge. I can write it as dQ by dt. dQ by dt is equal to CV minus Q. So this I am taking LCM, CV minus Q, and R I am sending here, it is CV minus Q by RC, CR. Now dQ by dt I can write it as CV minus Q by CR. Then integrate this within the limits 0 to Q. You integrate this within the limits 0 to Q, and before integration you send this Q terms one side and T terms the other side. Now integrate this from 0 to Q, integrate this from 0 to T. Now the integration formula for this is ln, that is natural log E, CV minus Q by minus 1 within the limits 0 to Q, and this part is integrated within the limits 0 to T. Now one time you substitute Q, next time you substitute 0. So in this, after getting the answer, in one place I am substituting Q and next place I am substituting 0, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. Now that is equal to T by minus T by RC you will get. Now this is in the form of log A minus log B. I can write log A by B. Log A by B is equal to minus T by RC. Okay. Now what you will get? This is in the form of log E x is equal to y. Then you can write log E x is equal to y. Then x is equal to, you can write e power y. So like that I have written CV minus Q by CV is equal to e power minus T by RC. Then 1 minus Q by CV is equal to e power minus T by RC. Then Q is equal to, what you will get finally? Q is equal to Q naught, Q is equal to CV into 1 minus e power minus T by RC. Q is equal to CV into 1 minus e power minus T by RC you will get, and this CV we call it as maximum maximum charge. See here, if you substitute that t as 0, if you substitute t as 0, you will get charge is equal to 0. If you substitute t as infinity, then what you will get, 1 by e power infinity by RC. So what you will get, this is, you will going to get 1, this you will going to get the value, and finally Q you will get it as CV. So charge on a capacitor at after infinite time, if you substitute t is equal to infinity, Q you will get it as CV. If you substitute t is equal to 0, Q will get 0. 1 minus 1 by e power 0. 1 minus e power 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1 you will get 0. If you substitute it as infinity, you will get Q is equal to CV. You will get it as Q is equal to CV. This indicates that when t is equal to infinity, charge on the capacitor is maximum. At time, if you draw graph between time and charge, at time t is equal to 0, charge was 0, it grows like this, and if this is Q naught, you can observe that charge will never touch Q naught, it goes on long standing. So after infinite time, that means it is not possible to charge the capacitor fully. If you want to charge it for 90%, you require some energy. From 90 to 99, you require lot of energy. So capacitor, if it is charged for 99%, we feel that it is totally charged. So capacitor cannot be charged, because to get maximum charge, we require infinite time. Infinite time means very long time. So capacitor on long standing, it may reach to a percentage of 99% charged. If it reach to 99.9% charged, then that is called as, at that time we will treat that capacitor is totally charged. So you can observe here, this charge grows, but it will never touch Q naught, so which is a infinite value, because time should be infinite value, very large time. So 99.9% charging of capacitor, we consider it as it is fully charged, and from that we can write Q is equal to peak value of charge is Q naught. So Q is equal to Q naught into 1 minus e power minus t by RC, e power minus t by RC. Okay, this is the formula of charge, growth of charge in a capacitor. Okay, so from this what you can understand, this RC is having a name that is called time constant. That is called time constant. How to define this time constant is, if you take t is equal to time constant, e power minus t by tau, this is denoted by letter tau. So if you take t is equal to time constant, you will get 1 minus e power minus 1 you will get. So 1 minus 1 by e into Q naught. So 1 by e value is 0.37. So 1 by e is equal to 0.37. 1 minus 0.37 into Q naught, that is Q naught into 1 minus 0.37 is 0.63. So the charge, if the charge raises to 0.63%, the time required to charge a capacitor for 63% of its peak value is called as time constant. The time required for charging a capacitor, for 63% of its peak value, we call it as time constant. So like this it grows. Again that charge will decay. And here one more interesting point is, when charge increases, you can observe in this formula I into R is equal to V minus Q by C. When charge increases, current decreases. When charge increases, current decreases. In this, at the time of charging of capacitor, charge across the capacitor increases, whereas current across the capacitor will decrease. So based on this formula, there will be some questions by giving the time constant. This RC is called time constant, denoted by letter tau. If you see the dimensional formula of RC, you will get exactly as time only, because time dimension exponent should have 0, exponent should not have any dimensions. So this is time, this also time, both will get cancelled. So therefore T by RC is dimensionless, where RC is called time constant, and time constant is defined as the time taken for getting 63% charged for a capacitor of its peak value. Suppose if peak value is 10 coulomb, 63% of the 10 coulomb is called as a time constant. How much time you will take to get 63%? Suppose here we are reaching 63%, so the time taken we call it as time constant. The time required to charge a capacitor 63% of its peak value is called as time constant. Okay. Next class we will discuss decay of current. Thank you everyone for joining me.